right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a great day, and I am here to give you what you want. I've seen the comments, many people asking for a POV drive in the GT 500, and you know, if I have to, right? I don't want to, but if I have to drive it, if you're begging for me to drive it, I guess, twist my arm, I'll drive it. Of course, actually, this car is awesome to drive, and let's take off our prop cache, take our prop cache off the supercharger. This car is awesome to drive, and it's one that I would drive all the time, actually, but you know, it's a giveaway car for you, so I try not to drive them all the time and put too many miles on them, but I am happy to oblige. There is the POV hat view, by the way. That's what I look like gone down the road for you, even if it is a little silly. So let's hop in, and sometimes I miss things because once the hand is like here, I can't see it. So if I miss something, I'm not having a stroke. Like if I go to grab a door handle and I miss, I just can't see it. But I can drive okay, I promise I'm safe. Keys right here, and we can start this car from the outside, which is cool, even though it's a dual clutch. Okay. And as always, camera won't do it justice, but it's loud. Of course I'm on there. It's loud. Sounds amazing. But we did do a Corsa valve system. You can go loud mode or quiet mode if you want, which is nice if you have neighbors and you don't want to be that guy all the time. Okay, now that the car has quieted down a little bit, the first thing you'll notice is how good these Recaros feel on your butt and your back and your sides. The bolsters are amazing, they hold you in, but the seat is comfy overall. They are a must-have, I think, for any Mustang, but especially a GT 500. If you're going big with the car, get the good seats, and they look really cool. Now when I get in, I do this first every time. I use the switch with the exhaust picture, and I go to track. Now that keeps the car in the loudest mode all the time, valves open all the time. And it is insane. That was under 5K. It goes to 74, I think. Yeah, it's loud, but like I said, you do have quiet mode, and she does have different drive modes. I keep it in normal. I think it drives really good in normal, and if I want to play around, I use the paddles or manual mode, but you can go to sport or track. The tack and track looks really cool, and you can set that for any mode. Like you can make that screen be like that for any mode. I don't go in there and do it because it's not my car and I don't have it for that long, but you can play around with that and customize it however you want. It's got drag mode, weather mode, slippery, and normal. So we'll keep it in normal, get my belt on here, and then go to drive. That's it. On the road, it drives really nice, very normal, smooth, feels good. Not even that loud in track mode at a low RPM. But what you want to do is go to manual, or you can actually just hit the paddle and it will work. And then if you don't press the actual manual mode, this will default back to regular drive after like 10 seconds. I think it just did. If you go to manual, it will never shift for you unless you're like, you know, hitting red line or going too slow. Like you can't come to a stop in 5th gear, then it will shift. It will shift, but yeah, it won't shift out of gear. If it's in manual mode, it will stay in that gear. So you can turn that off or on and play with the paddles, but this car is really fun to drive. Don't be fooled. It might be a Mustang, but this is every bit of a supercar when it comes to the driving character, the speed, all of that. Like, it's a sick car, and they built a dual clutch for it, and I think it's the only Ford car besides maybe the GT. I don't know if it's the same trans, but I think this is the only car that Ford made with this dual clutch. So they built a trans for just this car, and that's pretty cool. And hey, I get it. I'm an old school manual car guy. I like manual cars, but this is not a normal, boring automatic. This thing is amazing and really fun, really engaging. You'll like it. And listen to it. Go. Oh my God. Traction off, one good pull, and go. Wow. It just keeps going. Wow. You know, I am a lucky guy. I have owned and driven a lot of really good vehicles. And I can honestly say that a new GT500 is one of the best driving cars you can get. Not even talking about price, I mean, period. Not a great road to run on, but okay. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that little drive in this epic GT500. And yes, you could be the one driving this car every single day, but you got to enter at the link down below. Now, there is something big right over here that I can't show you yet, but let's talk about that. Let's move on from Shelby stuff and into truck stuff, because I was gone for the past week, but I was busy working on something massive. And when I say massive, I mean absolutely massive.
What's going on, guys? It's Jordan with Dirty Diesels here, back again with the 717 Supply Company. Today we're going to be doing a 7 to 9 McGoy's kit. I think that's how I say McGoffey, on this 24 Chevy 2500. We're going to be setting this kit at probably 9 inches for these guys.
Wow.
Again, it's adjustable from 7 to 9.
Wow.
But we're going to be putting it at probably 9 inches.
Wow.
The reason being, we're going to be putting these behemoths on 24x14s with 37 1350s, and as anybody knows, GM trucks do not fit big wheels and tires well. All in all, it's a really nice kit. It's got a really nice powder coat gloss with all the face plates, which I think goes a really far away, in my opinion, when it comes to the detail. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty standard lift, I would say, for a GM truck. They're super in depth with the labor part of it. Got to cut a lot of stuff. And we are going to be putting the upper control arms on too, since we are putting at 9 inches.
Wow.
I definitely would suggest that for anybody that's going to be pushing the limits with the GM trucks. The ball joints are just that much happier. The only other thing to really add that we're going to be doing to this truck is a Whirly custom fab bumper spacer. Again, for the fitment of these trucks, it's going to help get that bumper out, so not tearing the valence off in that. Yeah, that about wraps it up.
Hold on, guys, we're a few hours in here. We got the front end pretty much apart for the most part. Nice flooring job. Differentials out, all the parts on the ground there. Next step here, just be making some cuts on this cross member for the new ones and put it back together.
Oh yeah, boys, she is an absolute unit. This is a brand new 24 LTZ Z71 off-road Duramax in storm gray with a 9-inch, and that's a lot of inches, that's a big one, a 9-inch McGoy's lift rolling on 24 by 14 KG1 forged wheels, wrapped in 37 1350s, and yes, she is in fact the largest truck we have done here at 717. I mean, here is the hood, and here I am. She a big girl. Yeah, a big girl, and she looks perfect. The road presence, unreal. Going down the road, this truck is a neck breaker, and when GM built this truck, I said, I gotta get one, because they finally, after decades of me wishing and hoping and begging, they built a truck that I think comes from the factory right, meaning we didn't have to do any, for once, we did not have to do any paint work to this truck. When you get a very unique combo, you get the truck looking like this. So you need storm gray and LTZ, which LTZ is one trim level under High Country, but it's got all the same stuff. You get the automatic steps, you get the heated and cooled seats, you get all the tech, the rear view camera, all that, and by the way, brand spanking new, 200 miles on it. But you don't get the High Country seats and the High Country wood grain, but you get everything else, Bose audio, all that. So you have to get LTZ, and then when you get the black badge pack, you get everything on the truck all of a sudden, either storm gray or gloss black. So normally it's ugly, right? Like they do the bumper in chrome, this in chrome, and then the mirror caps, the door handles, the window trim, all of that, the steps, all of that is normally chrome. This is how they should come. This is how they should make them. And when they did, I said, I gotta get one. I gotta show support. I gotta make sure they know this is what the people want. And my God, it looks good. Now I'm a sucker for that whole like Nardo gray thing. And I just think that it's the ideal truck. I think this is like the perfect truck, great color, great accents. This is it. And I had to do it. So yes, this giveaway is live right now, boys, right now. But as always, with the duels, it's a short one. You got about 10 days, maybe 11 if I get this out early, but about 10 days to enter to win the truck and the Shelby as well. You do get automatically entered for both vehicles, the truck and the car, and they both come with 30 grand in cash. And yes, you can win both. All it takes is one item to get you the Shelby or the truck, or maybe even, yes, both. Pretty insane. You could get a key tag, a keychain, a cool shirt, some detailing stuff that you're going to use anyway, and all it takes is that one lucky item to change your life forever. And yes, she is live. This big girl needs a home, boys. She needs a home. Take her home. I also really like the front. Now, I was actually in the minority. I liked the OG 2020 Duramax when it came out. Some people said it looked like an AC unit, which I can see that, but I liked it. However, I also agree that over the years, they've gotten better. And I think now for 24, they got it dialed in. I like this piece here, as long as it's color matched. I like the bumper as long as it's color matched. And I think the new boomerang light is really cool. I like that light a lot. I'm trying to get it to do the LED, although the amber is sick. But yeah, I think they got the front dialed in now, and it looks really good. So I had to get it. Like I said, had to get it, had to build it, and I wanted to build a big one. Wanted to go big or go home on this one, and whew, yeah, we went big. We went real big, but it looks so good. So yes, if you want to own this truck right here, don't wait, hit that link down below right now and get yourself entered, because once again, this big girl needs adopted, and you could be her new owner. That sounds weird. Parent? You could be her new parent, or I don't know. But just enter at the link down below and enjoy.